card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet points and go.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. The first Super Bowl of the new decade, Super Bowl 54, is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Dre Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton, the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Geno Atkins coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Gun. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Right there.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 21. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Hands up. Lead. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I got him. Fight this. Mike 5-4. Hands up.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Right there.
Nixon will try the right side. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
On 2nd and 9, Dalton. That's complete to John Ross. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 24-yard line.
Lead. Mike 54. Record. Check 37.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Dalton here from the gun. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. 3 catches for him now in this first quarter of the Super Bowl.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll give it to Mixon. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Delta. Mike 54. Hey. Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Now Dalton brings open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He can run for it, and he will. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. These two teams all tied after 1. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. That's Samuel, caught left side. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Pretty move. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Newton flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Twitch. 8. Rush in. Rush 8. Rush in.
Newton on 3rd down. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
At the 15-yard line.
In your face.
From the red zone now, Newton. Forced out to his left. Off to Thomas on the left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I think that should have been chalked up as a winning play for the defense, and they somehow beat it, didn't they? Right-handed quarterback flush to his left, yet he finds his tight end on the left side of the field. That's a tough throw. What a great completion.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goal. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
The 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
44.
Passing. It's Dalton. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. 3rd down here.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And able to find Green. His 2nd catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. On 2nd and 11 now. Dalton, he finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. 2 minutes even on the clock in the 1st half of Super Bowl 54. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now it's Mixon running right. And some room to roam now. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Tackle made by K'Wan Short.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. From 21 yards away. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Oh, eluding the tackle. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Dancing to his left. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
Cam fakes the give and keeps it. Open man is Samuel, complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. The final act of the first half. Dalton going deep downfield for Ross. And this is caught inside the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they'll go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Operating from the gun, Dalton. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them.
They got a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Hands up! 54 miles. Man, that's trash! That's trash!
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Ross. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
On first down, Mixon. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Buying time to his left. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On second down, McCaffrey.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
And while it's highly unusual for NFL teams to think about using their quarterback on key third down runs, none of those teams, save one, has Cam Newton. He's unique, one of the biggest quarterbacks you'll ever see. Give him the ball. Let him pick it up.
Newton on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Hey, exit. Check right 54. Right 54. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball.
All right, let's see what Dalton can do after the fumble recovery. Steps away to his left, and that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Mixon. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Push him back. Push him back.
Andy Dalton. He's got his man here. It's Green. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Andy Dalton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 31, check 31. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Yeah, 5-6, 5-6, 5-6. Hands up.
Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
9:54. I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Deuce, 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 deuce. Kill, 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 kill. Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Hatch it, hatch it.
Now a give, right side. Mixon, and he's taken down inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That's another Bengals first down.
1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Mixon, and an alley to run. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, 29 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Check 15, check 15.
On first down, it's Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on second down. Newton. And a big loss pass here as he's taken down. Vic Beasley making it look easy, cruising in for the sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 33-yard line.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Again, it's Mixon. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Heads up. Lead. Right there, 54 Mike. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. They go 368.
From the gun on 3rd down, Dalton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
We got this.
That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
You got nothing.
Now Joe Mixon. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
And that's a good run, and I know he went out of bounds, so we could nitpick a little bit here and get on him and say, hey, make sure you stay in bounds, keep the clock running. But this stage of the game, Brandon, that's not really uppermost in his mind. He just wants to take care of the football and gain yardage.
Yeah, and they have a little bit of comfort there with it not just being a one-score game, so not too nitpicky. On the run, it's Mixon.
You ain't going nowhere.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side.
There he goes, left side. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So they went to the ground game on 3rd, hoping to pick up the 1st. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, 3rd down. They don't care that it's 3rd and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up, because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Here's Newton being chased out left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. The clock showing 2 minutes even in what's been a memorable Super Bowl 54. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Newton. And he whips that one incomplete there. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Third and long, it's Newton. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as they're looking for Green, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Gano for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Lady, 54, right, 54. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
On first down, Mixon. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
54. Escape situation. It's going to go kick.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
Regular. Hey, Haywood. Let's go, baby. Turn up. Get that ball.
So Dalton now. Under heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack. K1 short. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. The Bengals go down to a knee in the victory formation. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a scapegoat for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Newton. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Jordan Evans in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways.